Yes, indeed. We're back.
We got to get right into it today because I got some stuff that I got to do.
Okay.
According to my attorney. So it turns out that the timeshare people are pretty upset. And they've got like a lot of attorneys. Anyway, here's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
If you haven't done it yet,
don't watch the last episode.
Yeah, don't. No, if you've watched it but you haven't got around to calling them, just don't.
Don't call
right now because they're busy, and you'll probably get hung up and like on hold. Anyways, so I want to apologize to Fairfield. I want to apologize to the. Hey, did I tell you I got a Pabst Blue River sponsorship?
Really?
Yes, they're going to send me free T-shirts, and when I start tagging them in our videos and our stuff, then they'll. Anyways, yes, they did. So, and I don't know if y'all know this, they're making coffee flavored beer now. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
You know what I don't like? You ever tried the tomato flavored beer?
Oh, the chlamydia. No, I know what you're talking about. Clamato, right?
Yeah, whatever it's called. Oh, I tried it one day. I was like, "Oh, this is."
They said
it was a 40-ounce tall bowl. No, it was 32-ounce, whatever.
They're good if you got to have ice cold. Anyway, I said I was surprised they made coffee flavored beer. I was surprised because I didn't know they made beer. To be honest with you. And then they gave me, so I wrote in and they gave a sponsorship. They get free shirts now throughout the year. So what I'd like to say now is that I drink Pabst Blue Ribbon every single day. It's my favorite beer. And I think you should drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. If you'll drink Pabst Blue Ribbon, you'll be an American patriot and a damn national treasure. Okay, now, speaking of sponsorship, I think I got another sponsorship. It might be our first sponsorship. And this is one of those things are looking up.
Okay.
Viagra. Listen. So I was writing some joke, and I wrote a TV commercial for Viagra. And don't ask me how we got into that. It came up on TV, and I thought I could write something funny. Anyway, so my slogan is, try Viagra when the only thing you can get up is her hopes.
Her hopes, her dreams, lift her spirits.
Yes. But me and you both wrote that.
Yeah. So I need half credit on that one.
Yeah. And don't ask what we were doing when we wrote that. You know what? I want. Okay, let me tell you something.
Here we go.
I just said we wrote that joke. Yeah. I remember some of the first writing sessions I ever got to do in comedy. You hosted at your house.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun, man. And you know what's crazy? People see us now and they'll say all the time, they're like, you guys are you just laugh and cut up or whatever. But you were always, anybody that knows you or approaches you, even back then, you were like that to me right off the bat. But didn't you remember that? I mean, I feel like we've always had fun. Like we've always been these two guys.
Always. So
I change color as the season, blends in and out.
I guess the deal with me is I know funny.
Yeah.
When I see funny, I try to help you be even funnier.
Yeah.
So to all my comedians out there that I put on shows, to you, I put on podcasts. Because there's a lot of friends I know that said, look, I love being funny. I love being goofy, silly.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be on, go on stage and do it.
Yeah.
Well, all right, come on my podcast and do it.
Yeah.
And they'd be more than willing to do it. So I was like,
well, and this is encouraging the comics that want to do our podcast or get into the podcast deal. Is a lot of people don't know, but Nate Bargatze sold out Bridgestone.
Yeah. And
he holds the attendance record.
You know why?
Yeah, because he bought one extra seat.
Yeah, he took.
But what I'm saying is for a comic to see that, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of places, unless you get out like LA or whatever, where it's, comics are big in LA or whatever. But to say in Nashville that a comic sold out the Bridgestone and holds the attendance record, that's amazing. Because here's what I'm going to say is where I'm getting at. And you might not have to take credit for it, whatever. But 25 years ago, when I met you, and you were already doing comedy. When we started doing comedy, like those guys were in that little circle of people.
Oh, yeah.
And so for local comics to see it go from that, which all credit to Nate, nobody handed him anything, But
were you there the night he got bumped at Spanky's?
I wasn't.
You know, go to Spanky's. You know, you be a list of 25 comedians. We're all going on stage, and so he came in there. This is after he's done like I don't know Jay Leno or whoever else.
Yeah.
You know, Conan O'Brien. He's starting to make a name for himself. So I forget who it was. Like, man, if I wish I could remember who it was. But somebody, was on, on the list, but he was like last on the list, and they wouldn't let him on because all these other non-talented comedians were going on stage. So I forgot who he got bumped for. We got bumped for somebody who, of course, is not doing comedy now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but those little things are motivators.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And if it's Spanky's and Joe's running it, it was legit. It just something just happened.
Joe, remember Chris Lloyd? Chris Lloyd used to run it before.
You listen. You're going to bring up Chris Lloyd. Look here, Monty. Hold on a second.
I thought it was hilarious when I saw him DJing at a bowling alley.
Yeah.
So I was like, you went from hosting comedy shows.
Let me tell you. So Chris Lloyd was one of the drivers for the Redneck Comedy Bus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so there was a scheduling deal where usually we have a buses at 6:30. Okay, but earlier in the year we do 5:30 and 7:30 instead of 6:30 and 9:30, whatever, or 8:30. So Chris is supposed to be there with the bus at 5:30 to pick up these people. Okay, in his mind he thinks, well, why would anybody do it at 5:30? It must be 6:30.
Yeah,
because usually at 7:30, there's no way they're going to go 2 hours. It doesn't matter, Chris. Here's the thing: I need you there at 5:30, right? So I get there, and this is when we were picking up down at Frugal McDougal's downtown.
Yeah,
there's probably 30 people standing on the curb like this, waiting, looking. If you're just listening to the podcast, I was looking at my wrist, which I never had a watch on in the last 20 years, but they were standing there looking at time. And I called, and he's still at the house. And I called, and he's like, answers me, he's like, hey, buddy. I go, what are you doing, man? Well, and I said, you got to get here, right? So I'm telling everybody, I said, listen, I'm just going to tell them the bus broke down. You got to get a different bus. So I get these people. Now I'm just doing comedy on the street. I'm just like, hurry up. So he gets here. And we're cold. It's Christmas light tour. Like, it's cold outside. So I opened the door of the bus. I was like, all right, y'all, come on in. I already got roll call, whatever. I'm just getting him in. And he gets out of the way. He's like, man, I'm sorry. I go, listen, Floyd, Chris, I go, let's get in the bus. I said, just get in the bus and let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
He's like, all right. So he gets on the bus. Well, I'm stepping up on the bus and he's got the microphone. And he's looking back at the crowd. I'm thinking, this ain't good, man. This ain't good. And Chris, he's just like, he's the most humble, completely honest, innocent person I've ever met in my life. So he is feeling obligated to apologize to these people because he's got a big heart.
Yeah. And
I walk up and I can already hear this. Well, here's the thing. I made a mistake because, they said 5:30. I thought, no way would anybody do 5:30. And I get on the other mic. I go, hey, Chris. I go, man, I really appreciate it, buddy. Let's just get on down the road. And he goes, okay, Grumpy Grumpertons. And dude, I had told these people for 30 minutes, this poor bus driver had to get picked up and taken back to get a bus and all. When he sat down, they were just looking at me like, It's all part of the show, folks.
I love it.
But, yeah, man, I just think it would be cool to look at the numbers and just go, one guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is one comic sold that out.
Yeah.
It's not like I went and seen, Guns N' Roses and so, or, 2 or 3 acts open for this guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a lot of variables that'll sell a ticket to that show. But when you say we're going to take one single person and they're going to sell out, hold the attendance record, for Nashville, for the comic scene, that's like, it's almost like top that. And not doing that in New York City or LA.
Well, the thing about it is I like it that there's a lot of comedians starting in Nashville versus the bigger cities.
Yeah. Because,
you go to LA, Chicago, New York, they got comedy clubs you can hit like 7 a night.
Yeah.
But to do it here with one comedy club, that's still amazing. He has been in New York and other places.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere. But still, just to come from Nashville, humble beginnings. And
I feel like the comedy scene here was as strong as any of those places. It's almost like the city caught up to the comedy scene. You know what I'm saying? As far as downtown, you go downtown, it almost looks like a mini New York City, you know, with all the big screens and everything.
You hear that?
We were here first. Is what we're getting at.
Wild Horse Saloon is closing its doors.
Yes, and you know who's going to reopen? Luke Combs.
Really?
It's going to be his bar. It's going to be called Hurricanes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And I believe, and I don't want to ruin the mystique for anybody, but all those like Luke Combs, Wild Horse Saloon, all it is the name change. It's still owned by Gaylord, and they're just. Oh, really? Is that what it is? He's got like Blake Shelton. He has no other than using his name and getting paid to do that. Opryland owns that too. So a lot of these are just names. I don't know if people actually, which is fine. I mean, what's the difference? You know, you're selling your name, your brand, whatever, anyways. So it's still your bar. But
I heard a long time ago that any owner of local bars. I'm not talking about downtown, but local bars. It's a business that you're in for every 7 to 10 years. So if you ever notice local bars, you have it for 7 years, 10 years, and then you'll sell it to somebody else. You got to make your money within that time. Yeah. So
somebody told me about making money. The guy goes, man, right now, he goes, I got enough money to live uncomfortably. Or he goes, I got enough money to live comfortably for a week.
After that, it's over.
Yeah. I said, I got just enough to live uncomfortably for the rest of my life. Speaking of the bar, before we go into news, I wrote I was about to say this little midget. It's like there's wet water. This midget walks into a bar. He walks up to the bar. He tells the bartender, I'd like a shot of whiskey. Bartender says, who said that? Isn't that amazing?
You have a healthy,
is that amazing?
Healthy love.
Okay, I wanted to give that to you organically because the driver of my the redneck bus, Lenny, he wrote that joke. Yeah. And he come to work and he said, I want you to hear this joke. I said, man, the crowd will tell you if it's funny. Right? And when we told it the first time, it got a big hit.
Second time?
But so I'm going to make him watch this. You can tell I just gave it to you. And you enjoyed it. It was natural, organic.
I like it when you don't see
Who said that?
When you don't see the punchline coming. As a comedian, most of the time we've heard most jokes. Yeah. So
I've dated a few.
So when you can go through your brain and think, I don't know the punchline to that joke, then it's a good joke.
Yeah, I don't need to go through my brain too much. I just kind of skim over the surface.
Because when people start a line, I'm like, all right, I can almost guess where this is going. Yeah. But that one I couldn't guess where it was going. Yeah, so that is what makes it funny for me.
Speaking of don't know where it's going. So in Ocala, Florida, a lady who was intoxicated ran her car into a DUI warning sign. DUI awareness or whatever. Like those big signs, click it or ticket or whatever. She hit one of those DUI public service boards, drunk. Pow!
What did the sign say? Like, be sober? No.
Be sober and get pulled over. Okay, let's say this.
She was trying to read it. Right into it.
Okay, let's just say this. Time out for 2 seconds. Uber home, Uber Lyft. If you drink, there's no reason to be DUI driving. Absolutely whatsoever. There's too many services, or just sit the fuck down or something and wait it out. No reason to be DUI. Now, here's what the headline would say in the newspaper if I printed it. Yeah. DUI sign has impact on drivers. Dude, she's in the sign. In the thing, her car is in the sign. They could actually, like they do at Universal Studios, they could just weld her car so it don't fall out of that, and that could be a 3D billboard. Drive sober.
I'm gonna put the link below so everybody can see it.
Drive sober and get pulled over like a lawn dart. Okay, here's the other one. Okay, no, you tell this one. This is the airport.
Okay. Airport. It was Spirit Airlines. Out of all the great airlines you can get on. They put a 6-year-old boy unattended on a flight to the wrong place. Talk about Home Alone at somebody else's house.
Dude, could you imagine where he could have sent him though? Because here's the thing is, what about this?
6-year-old boy.
I know, but here's the thing is, usually you dress for the destination you're going to, right? So what if he's like supposed to be going to,
Disney
Florida,
flip-flops and
flip-flops, whatever, and they're sending him to like Siberia.
And it says, I don't know what exactly it says.
Dude, where did they send? Did they say where they sent him?
I gotta read the article again. Spirit Airline apologized.
Kevin!
Oops.
John Candy flying. Yeah, they're resilient. They'll bounce back.
Send the kid to the wrong place.
Okay, here's the problem. Is why was the kid unattended? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I don't know how young I was, but I remember being on a plane by myself to go to. I'm from Chicago.
Oh yeah. But mom and dad are standing there going, "All right."
Yeah, they drop you off at one point, and then somebody else pick you up at another point.
Yeah.
But I don't think I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
I had to been in, at least mid-teens, late teens.
I don't know how I made it through because my parents did that to me all the time. And when I'd get to my destination, there was never anybody there. And I'd have to, just hitchhike and stuff, and hang out with truckers for 2-3 months, finally get back. And they always look so worried, when they see me, the enjoyment in their face. They said, "We're so excited, we're going to send you to your grandmother's this time." Man, I remember traveling as a kid, and my dad always had, shows to go to or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because my dad was a pilot. And when I was always nervous to fly on a plane unless he was flying it.
Really?
Nervous to ride in a car, have somebody else drive unless he was driving. He was like my hero. And for whatever reason, when I would fly on a plane.
Why is it right now you're getting sunlight in your face and I'm not? There's sunlight coming in.
Well, we're both getting hit with sun, but.
No, I need to start sitting in your chair.
I don't know, but.
Like dark.
Okay, open your mouth so I can see it. There it is. But no, I always thought when I was with my dad flying or whatever else, you want to switch money?
No, I'm
okay.
Good. But you.
This might be the greatest video ever. I am talking to a shirt. I swear to God.
And then right before the show, I did open those curtains.
Yeah. This is the most amazing. Dude, look at it.
We gotta work on that.
No, nothing.
Yes.
Dude, there's nothing. You could say whatever you wanted to right now.
This is just the Steve show.
No, listen here. This is. You ever see where they interview people and they blur their face out?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing to you right now.
First 48?
Yeah, first 48. So right now you could be like, "Let me tell you what I think, Steve." You know what we could do is we could get a picture of your face and just put it over top of the
just a little sticker.
Little edit it. But your mouth doesn't move. It just stays where your face should be. Oh my goodness.
All right.
So, kid, plane, Dunskies. I'll tell you what. What about this? What if you went to the airport and there was a room that just had unclaimed kids?
They do have an unclaimed baggage center. So
kids just sitting around.
Backpacks on.
Yeah. He's got a hockey stick.
Playing Nintendo Switch.
They're on the turnstile. Just
oh, that's mine.
Yeah. Good thing we put a pink tag on his shoe. We can recognize him. Dude, I can tell you, I could sit and study my luggage. Every little screw, bolt, what it looks like, scratch, everything. When it comes around the corner, I go, "Is that me? Am I the only one that has a pom-pom tied to the handle of it?" But have you seen these people that put themselves in luggage and then fly themselves in luggage?
Yeah.
There's no way.
I just saw this other day. This couple, I guess, was traveling. They had one of those luggage racks on top of their car.
Yeah.
They must have stopped somewhere later on, hours later, and these two people got off up on the luggage rack. It's like a little covered luggage rack.
Look, okay, there you go.
Studio on it.
Now, look at.
Dude, this is hilarious. Look how white you are.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay,
hold on a second. Hold your hands like this across your chest. Okay. Now, when I move my hand, you move your hand.
Be a shout out.
Right. Ready to go.
Oh, you got it in the wrong hand.
Yeah, no, there you go. Ready? Do it one more time. Here we go. One hand. Oh, you good? Okay. My shadow's a little slow. All right, how much time we got left?
We got 5. Exactly 5.
I don't. We have to do another one today. We got time to do another one now?
I don't care.
We get the lighting fixed. I love it. This is the most enjoyable thing I get to do. Did I tell you that I got married the other night at a hibachi? So she got there, and it was called anniversary appetizer. And what you do is you get married in between the app
and the meal. Yeah,
dude. They hadn't even brought the menu. A little guy came out there and he threw an egg up, caught it in his hat.
Are we gonna talk about her every week? I mean, every show.
Till she breaks up with me. Here's what I'll do. I'll talk about it till she breaks up with me, and then when she breaks up with me, it'll be like a 2 or 3 day marathon of if I don't want to talk to it about anything. I'll come on here and I'll be brokenhearted. But I'll tell you this, Monty. Oh my God, there she is. Calm down, girl. Pump the brakes. My phone doing that. I didn't even know notifications could do that. Just scooting the boots. You're not wearing boots, are you? Hey, you know what? Next couple shows.
I can't stand it that the sun is all bright on you right now. Listen. That is hilarious.
Listen, Monday. Next couple shows, Monty, yeah. I am going to reveal a secret about her. What? So, and you may or may not know it.
Wait, I don't even know who she is.
Well, okay. But I think it'll be shocking to our fans.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. I think I know where you're going.
Do you think it'll be shocking?
No.
Yes, it will.
No.
No, I hope not. But listen, I haven't even convinced her to. Actually, I never talked to her again after the first date. I've been lying this whole time. I'm sorry. It's just the idea of it was fun. She never texts back. She never did. Yeah, I made all that up. I got another phone where I text myself. I text my part and I text her part back and forth.
You know there's an app you can do that?
Actually, I never even went on a date, to be honest with you.
It's all in your head?
Yeah. Those pictures, that was just, she's gorgeous. Okay, well, God, dog, that sun got me.
I know it, dude. I'm so jealous right now. Look how dark I am.
But we'll probably talk about her a lot. All right, Monty.
The sun's going down.
Shout out to Sunbelt. Sunbelt Industries. What do you think? God, dog.
Yeah, we got to shut that shade.
This is how them horror movies start, where the guy starts to melt on camera, and it cuts to it. You're gone completely, Monty. Look at you on the monitor.
We're gonna call in makeup.
Here's the thing: is I can't do what you can do.
What do you mean?
You could have somebody sit in for you and just do your voice. Like you could do your voice from like Zoom, and they're like, "There's Monty right there," and he would just try to move his hands.
Just get a cordless mic and just walk around.
I can't. That's me. No, it ain't me. You know. All right, y'all be good. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Peace.
We're out.